Trent Alexander Arnold has established himself as one of the greatest fullbacks of the Premier League era. Since Liverpool's 2-1 victory against Tottenham on the 25th of October 2016, it has seemed like the Red Academy prospect was destined for greatness, and this has only been exemplified when a few months later he made his first Premier League start against Manchester United at Old Trafford. Since then, he's gone on to become a legend at this football club, winning a Premier League title, a Champions League, an FA Cup, a Club World Cup, a Super Cup, and 2 League Cups, as well as redefining the fullback role in modern day football for his spectacular passing range and ability, placing him on a pedestal with the likes of Kevin De Bruyne and David Beckham. He is a Scouser through and through and is viewed as a hero to many Liverpool fans, both young and old. So why is it he wants to leave Liverpool and make the move to Real Madrid? Well, today we're going to look at some of the pros and cons of the potential move, which could shake the foundation of Liverpool fans' loyalty to its very core, and we're going to be looking at the stats of the cultural icon to determine if he'd be a good fit for Los Blancos or if he should ensure a long-term future at the Reds. Let me know in the comments down below what you make of Trent's potential move to Real Madrid, and make sure to click like and subscribe, and let's try and reach 3,000 by the end of the month. So first we need to examine if Trent Alexander Arnold will be a good fit for Real Madrid. Well, for starters, the club are definitely in a situation where a right back is required, with club legend Daniel Carvajal suffering a torn cruciate ligament back in October and expecting to be out of action until August the 1st of next year, at which point he will be 33 years of age and potentially under the management of a new coach who will demand more energy from his fullbacks, which we will discuss shortly. Not only that, but Real Madrid are operating with a makeshift back line because of injuries to the likes of David Alaba and Eder Militao. So it's clear that they're in desperate need of a natural right back, and with Trent's current situation, it's pretty obvious that their attention is drawn to him, especially if recent reports are to be believed, and Real Madrid have submitted an official bid for Liverpool, with a second one potentially coming in soon. And to be honest, why wouldn't they be interested? Because if you look at Trent's stats this season, it's clear that he's perfect for almost any team in Europe. It's never been up for debate that Trent is one of the best attacking fullbacks in the world, and this season he's putting out numbers that prove it more and more. Per 90 minutes, he's in the top 99% of fullbacks for assists, key passes, passes into the final third, passes into the penalty area, and progressive passes, as well as ranking in the top 90% for 11 of the 15 possible attacking metrics. He's recording 3.76 shot creating actions per 90 and is also recording 1.25 shots per 90 also. To put those stats into perspective, he has more progressive carries than the likes of Martin Odegaard and Bruno Guimaraes, more progressive passes than Kevin De Bruyne and James Maddison, and is also ahead of Phil Foden and Bruno Fernandes for expected assists. And what makes this even more impressive is that he's outperforming each of his previous seasons at Liverpool in these metrics, including the club's title-winning campaign in 2019-20 and the 2018-19 season, where he recorded 12 Premier League assists and 1 goal. This shows that he is progressing season on season, and under Arne Slot, he may be attempting fewer passes, but he's recording a higher pass completion rate and is attempting fewer long balls and more short passes, which shows he's adapted well to Slot's low-risk, calculated, possession-based style of football, when many people thought he may struggle to transition from Jurgen Klopp's aggressive attack-first mentality. So why would he fit into Real Madrid's system? Well, under Ancelotti, Real Madrid have shown tactical adaptability, with Ancelotti himself saying his team plays whatever style is best suited to them to get the result against the opponent they are playing, but they still have some common themes. The most notable is the 2 different build-up styles they use, which are a low build-up and a high build-up, with him wanting his fullbacks to stay out wide and in line with the midfielders during the high build-up, which reduces the time in between players' passes and reduces the chance of losing the ball in order to maintain possession and dictate the tempo of the match. Similar to the style Arne Slot currently plays at Liverpool, and it is designed to probe for openings in the opposition's defensive structure and emphasises fluid positional interchanges, with footballers constantly offering passing options to maintain possession and create space. Now, if you're Trent Alexander Arnold, who's made a living on finding attacking players in pockets of space while maintaining possession of the ball, then this is perfectly suited for you and the way you want to play. Not only that, but as shown by Ancelotti's use of Ferland Mendy, he likes his fullbacks to invert and occasionally progress into attacking midfield to create numerical advantages against the opposition. And this is something Trent did time and time again under Jurgen Klopp, and even Gareth Southgate towards the end of his tenure, sometimes to great success, like at the end of the 22-23 season, and sometimes to not so great success, like in England's Euro campaign last summer. So this seems perfectly suited to Trent, but what about the future of Real Madrid and how Trent will factor into things? It's commonly believed that Carlo Ancelotti will be leaving Real Madrid in the next year or two, and that it's incredibly unlikely he will see out the remainder of his contract, which expires in 2026, meaning that the club are going to have to start looking at what comes next. And for me, there's only one person suited for the job, and that is former Liverpool and Real Madrid icon Xabi Alonso, the man who's made a history during his tenure at Bayer Leverkusen, winning a double and only losing one game all season last term, while leading Leverkusen to their first ever Bundesliga title. Alonso is touted with the job, but would Trent suit his style of football? Well, quite simply, the answer is yes. I mean, just look at the job Alonso's done with Jeremy Frimpong over the last 2 years, turning him from a Manchester City reject into one of the most sought after fullbacks of the past decade. Now, if you're Real Madrid, then you are met with two options. Either attempt to lure Frimpong to your club with a release clause of around £35 million, or you can sign Trent Alexander Arnold, one of the best passers of the ball in modern football history, on a free transfer. And while Trent will most likely command higher wages, with the current rumours being that he wants around 300 grand a week at the time of writing this, it certainly is for a player who possesses a skill set that not many other players in the modern game do. Not only that, but he's a player who hits key demographics in terms of shirt sales and sponsorship. He's a globally recognised name in football, and if recent signings of Kylian Mbappe and Jude Bellingham prove anything, it's that this is something Real Madrid look at when it comes to signing big name players. Popular footballers mean shirt sales, ticket sales, ergo the club earns more money in a time where finance in La Liga is becoming more and more sparse. So that's the financial aspect of things, but players like Vinicius Jr. and Kylian Mbappe, who are experts at running into space and creating chances for themselves, would absolutely love having someone as creative and forward-thinking as Trent Alexander Arnold in the squad, with Mbappe himself recording 45.3 long ball touches this season after receiving passes from his teammates. With Trent placing balls into the forward areas towards a player who picks up 9.66 touches in the penalty area per 90 minutes, it would be a match made in heaven from someone who thrived during his attacking partnership with Hakimi while at PSG. So it's clearly obvious that Trent would fit in well at Real Madrid. He has ambitions of a Ballon d'Or, which for a fullback is almost impossible, but he has his eyes on huge accolades during his career. But does that mean he would tarnish his Liverpool history and suffer the same fate as former players like Steve McManaman and Michael Owen? Honestly, it might be too good of a Trent to pass up, but this could be down to the fact that I'm genuinely bored of this discussion. Steve McManaman left Liverpool for Real Madrid back in 1999 after making 364 appearances for the club and winning one FA Cup and one League Cup. Had he stayed, he probably would have been involved in the 2001 treble-winning side and would have remained a cultural icon in the eyes of fans, but he wouldn't have won 2 Champions Leagues and a UEFA Super Cup at Real Madrid. It's great having the admiration of the fan base, and Liverpool fans, in my opinion, are exceptionally passionate towards academy players and people who've lived the life of the city, but when you look back at your career, it's the things you don't do that you regret. Trent Alexander-Arnold is in or around as peak he is as a footballer and has a talent that no one else on this planet possesses, and if he remains at Liverpool, he has the chance to win so many things. At Real Madrid, you're almost guaranteed to win silverware season on season, whether it be La Liga, the Copa del Rey, or the Champions League. But at Liverpool this term, the way we're playing, we're on for a Premier League title. We're top of the Champions League and through to the semi-final of the Carabao Cup with the FA Cup still to play. I want Trent to stay at this club. I love Trent like most Liverpool fans, but I'm tired of the constant contract talk. Will he? Won't he? Van Dijk has said how much he loves the club and wants to stay. Mo Salah threw the gauntlet down to the Liverpool hierarchy about his contract situation, while Trent is sat there talking about Ballon d'Ors and individual accolades, while also saying that none of his previous contracts have been discussed in the open. Yet this is the most vocal thing coming out of Liverpool in a campaign where we're ahead of every other team in Europe in every competition. He's entitled to aim for his own personal development and achievement, moment, but the fact that the local lad who has spent his entire career at the club, winning every possible trophy and is currently top of all competitions, is the one making the most noise, it says a lot about the way things are. And that's my video. Make sure to click like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the Trent Alexander Arnold situation, and I will see you all in the next video.